And let me. Hi, this is Amir Anzor. I'm with Angela Stevens, who's building homebasedmusic.com. Barer Ali Hussein, who's a mind sciences expert, who's also selling mind sciences, helping people out of stress and depression and things of that sort. And Bismillah Khan, who's actually building the funnel for home-based music. We're using interfunnels, and he's just going to show us how we are now building Angela's funnel software. So go ahead.
Okay. So we were just going through the checkout phase and how she's gonna monetize her lessons.
Yeah.
So so like you said, it's a weekly payment, right? And so basically how it works is that the first time payment you give sort of like an incentive. Say you only pay $30 for first payment as an advance, and then you can carry on with the 60 pounds, 60 euros afterwards, you know? So you can keep it as that way, or you can just flat out charge 60 pounds. How much is that weekly? It's, I think,
it
20
would be
pounds.
60 euros or 50 euros. It depends. Yeah.
Per hour. Per weekly, how much would it be?
Per hour. Yeah, weekly.
Per hour, per weekly. So that's 420.
Sorry?
420
So
euros.
no, it's 60 per hour.
Okay. But the course is weekly,
It's
right?
weekly, yes. So it's 240 euros per month.
Okay, 240 euros per month.
Yeah.
So they pay that. And then
for 1
if
hour
they want
a week.
to continue that, then they pay the same 240 again, right?
Yes. Yes.
And you can also offer them a free trial if you want, you know. So for instance, 1 day, 2 day, they can test it out, and only after that would they be charged for the amount.
Yes, that's correct. I'd normally give them one free lesson, so they can just get an idea.
So 1 free trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe that should be your headline as well on the thing. Get 1 free trial lesson.
Okay, so now we go to the funnel. Home-based music.
So as you're going through the screens, Bismillah, try to talk over it, just so there's better.
So when someone registers, you know, and they go through with the payment, this is where they'll be added. So this someone enters their email address and all that. This is where they'll be. So billing. Yeah. So you can manage them. Like, you know, if someone's membership runs out, you can just cancel them and they'll no longer be charged, you know, and they won't have access to the courses. So this is where you can manage everything, search and all that, and you can add members the way.
Hello, Bismillah.
Hello.
Maybe the power went out where it was. Let's see if he'll be back. It usually takes a minute or two.
Okay.
Okay, but you see, I didn't want you, like, I could have taught you how to use the software.
No, but it's really difficult for me. I'm pretty good with music, with technology, but that's sort of like I'm really not into at this point.
Exactly. This is like now, you know, even for myself, like what I'm offering now is like I have my Webpreneur Academy, and the course that I'm offering is called Masters of Business Creation. In that, you basically get one person working for you full time, right? So we like I basically I hire, train, and manage people for people. So this is what the product that I'm looking to bring to market is training up these guys, because they, you know, the young graduates, they get technology. Even myself, like, you know, I'm focused on creating my book. I'm focused on other aspects rather than creating creating my doing the technology, because technology is always changing as well. That's the challenge with it.
Yes.
Every 6 months, the software will change. You won't know where the home key is. Like, it'll change. But
Yeah.
if you can focus on the front page, I think your front page already, it looks good. If we look at homebasedmusic.com and basedmusic.com. Okay, so if we look at that, let me just share with you. Can you see your site, homebasedmusic.com?
But if I go into it?
No, on my screen.
On your screen, I can see, yes.
Okay, so like I was thinking here, we would do get your free one-to-one coaching trial lesson or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And this would go to calendly.com. Okay, he's coming back. Basically, if you look at where it goes to, Amir Anzor, sorry. And then they can book a call with you. With that, they will have access to your calendar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead, Bismillah, like you're back.
I'm sorry, power went out. So I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
So yeah. So these are all the products that we have for it.
Okay.
Like for now, we're just keeping it simple.
Yes.
But putting out like flat out products, But then in the future, what we can also do is something called an order bump, which basically means that you sell a lesson for the full price, and then you can say, all right, it's a one-time offer. I can give you normally that goes for 60 euros. You can have it for 40 euros. So,
Okay.
Yeah, something like that,
Yeah, I do that from time to time. Like I've got the one student, he can't afford 60 euros an hour, so he actually pays 40.
Okay, yeah, that's nice.
So that's the thing, is it's sometimes people just can't afford it,
Okay. So one other thing is that you have to set up a Stripe account as well. So then you can take payments as well. I'll help you with that as well.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about that. So let's preview this page. Okay, so these are all your products, lessons. So if they, for instance, take, say, this one we just created, yeah, and then they enter their information, say. Now here, just for the sake of, testing out the process, I just use cash on delivery because this requires actual card data and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe
is that on Stripe as well?
Yes. So basically, Stripe isn't actually a bank or anything. It just helps you process cards. So you have Visa, anything, MasterCard or whatever. Just enter it here, and then it processes the payment. They do take a slight fee. I think it's 1%, 2%, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So here, this is the one-time offer. What I talked about was the bump. You can actually give them, some freebies as well if you want, just to yeah.
Okay.
But we can get rid of it if it's not needed. Just let's keep it simple. And
yes.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay. And then you complete the order. And then they are added as a member on your funnel. Now, the way we can approach this is that we can email them the Zoom or the Skype link where you take the classes and give them the whole schedule there. Okay? Or we can list it out here. That's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where do you have the Zoom link?
Yeah.
Where does the Zoom link sort of?
Yeah. So you take your classes on Zoom, right?
Yes, I do.
So there's something called an autoresponder, which basically sends them an email saying, all right, your registration has been successful. So we'll just draft out an email template and send them that. And in that, we'll have the details of the schedule. Like you can make.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, perfect.
yeah. Or we can
Okay.
actually put a button here and link into your Zoom, whichever way works best. But I think the email is much better because you can
Yeah,
keep
it's good
track of
because then they've got the link and then they can just go onto that link.
exactly anytime you want, anytime they want, they need to. Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, this is the
perfect.
entire front story. Now let's call this version 1. There are like some details you need to iron out, and then you have yourself a funnel. Then we'll market
Okay.
it hopefully, and let's see what results we can come up with. Also, this is something I made last second, the logo. So if you have any logo you specifically have in mind, you can give me that as well.
A logo.
Yeah, logo.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, I mean, you can use this, or we can just
Yeah,
say.
no, I would. Yeah. My daughter's a graphic designer. She does that sort of stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah.
we can ask her. Yeah.
But in the meantime, that's fine. But if I can get something from her, then maybe we can make a plan.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. All right. That's all there is to it. And also, let's see.
Now, Bismillah, what autoresponder would she be using? MailChimp or HubSpot?
So this is like, I just put my information there, right? And now it's added here. So you can, keep track of who's on your membership and who's not. Okay, so autoresponder. These are all the ones you can use. I would suggest MailChimp.
MailChimp.
Yeah, MailChimp.
Okay, I can't really see, but
Or, I mean,
okay.
if you want it to be automated, that's fine. If not, you already have the emails, so you can just do it manually. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have my name, my email address, and my address. We
Oh
can
wow.
like, if you want their cell phone number, we can also put a field there as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then they just fill that in online, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. Awesome.
This will help you get the users, and what you do with the users, consumers, is up to you then.
Yeah. Yeah. No, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
So we've got like progress to make between now and next week. And then eventually, once our site is ready and we feel that people can book a session with you, then we will have to think about Facebook advertising, right?
Okay.
That will be like, we will target people over 40, based in Dublin, maybe. Something like that, right? People
Yes.
over 40 based in Dublin that have an interest in music. I don't know how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I
that's,
think
yeah.
I think if she targets the young people, like someone at the age
They
of
don't
16.
have the money. We were thinking that the adult, like she has a student who's 10, right? And that 10-year-old wouldn't have made that buying decision. We can try it out, like, and see where we're getting it. But people over 40 might have more disposable income.
Yes, like what my thought process behind it is that, like mostly people who are young are really interested in music and they want to learn and they have a lot of time. And plus, if they're underage, their parents do the payment. Like they learn music at school as well,
Yeah.
or they have like extra classes as well, like guitar lessons, piano lessons.
Yes,
and,
exactly.
yeah. So we can maybe target those as well, because some people over 40 might not be that passionate about music as much as people in the
What,
younger
A
what
age.
are
young
your
person.
customers are, what are your students like, Angela? Like what demographic are they?
No, well, at the moment here, when I was working in the piano academy,
Yeah.
it was like I've got this one lady who followed me. She's 68 now. And then I had some university students,
Yeah.
and I've got and then this young Chinese boy, and then I've got it's my doctor here, my naturopath. So I teach her to kids, and that's it. And that's been by word of mouth really. And the others followed me from the academy, but the rest weren't allowed to follow me for a year. They had to stay with whoever took my place when I left. So that's been a bit difficult.
Has it been a year? It's been about 6 months now, right?
No, it's been a year.
Okay, perfect.
It's over. It's been 15 months now, 13 months or so
We
since
could
I
even
left.
target those people that like that academy on Facebook.
I don't know how I would be able to do that. I haven't got any of them on Facebook. I wasn't
Oh,
there
well,
really.
no, like they would have liked the page on Facebook. But let's come to that in a few weeks' time. Let's build the site first, and then
Yes.
we will think through, and then we will experiment a little with the ads.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's great.
So this is great. Bismillah, this is looking really great.
Yeah.
And I think, Bismillah, she was also thinking if she should use the name Home-Based Music or Angela Stevens Music Academy or Angela.
I really like the link to the home-based music because, yeah, I don't know, just a personal opinion.
Yeah.
But if she wants
Okay.
to,
What I was thinking with
yeah,
home-based music is, you could have like 10 music teachers eventually, like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm a big thinker kind of person, so I'm like, okay, she could have like piano and different music teachers on there, and then let's say you're charging $50 an hour, you could say to them, you take 25 and I'll take 25.
Yeah.
But you're doing the marketing for them, you're getting them the students, you're booking the appointments, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
so it does come off as Angela Stevens, homebasedmusic.com when someone types it in.
No,
So,
but that's because you put that somewhere in the title.
yes, exactly. So, I mean, it serves both purposes, no?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like the page title is Angela Stevens.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have that Angela Stevens page.co.za anyway, just
Yeah.
the other stuff. So this way you're experimenting with both, and then
Yeah.
see what works, right?
Yeah.
So
Use
okay.
the Angela Stevens demo something. We can once this site is complete, we can slowly shift over the funnel to this one then,
What do you
Yeah.
mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I sent Yusuf my what do you call it? My bio yesterday, which is the
Yes.
same as the one I sent you.
Yes.
And so I think that's the latest one that he's done.
Yes.
Yeah. But then I told him he needs to change that. So I need to add in music theory and all of that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
This isn't really a nice way to display,
Yeah.
But okay. So now between today and next week, what are you going to do, Angela?
I'm searching for some photographs of prizes that Bismillah asked me for. Ali, they asked me for some photographs of some prizes that we'd won, which I'm busy doing.
Yeah.
And then getting some video footage together and getting some information from my past students to
Okay.
put on the website.
Yeah.
I've contacted the students, one has responded. So yeah, so we take it from there.
Okay.
And then I just need to, what I want to try and do is have something from Germany, something from Austria, and something from South Africa, because those are my sort of main places. Oman, I think I have to be very careful because I can't really put students up.
Why is that?
On the internet.
Oh, okay, they're too young.
They were very, very strict with that sort of thing in our school.
Okay.
It was, yeah. I think it could. I mean, I could maybe just put a group picture up of the kids all playing guitar and recorder or something like that. The little boys. I've got a group picture. I can send it to you and you can see whether it's suitable or not. But I'm just a bit, I know that it was, I don't want to, it was the Sultan school. So it was the sort of protocols were very, very strict.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. It's not absolutely necessary. I mean, if it's not like, possible or anything, leave it up.
Yeah, but I've got some good footage that I could put together from Germany and from Austria. Yeah. Probably Austria and South Africa are the best, but I've got something I'm sure that I can find for the German students. Just something short.
Yeah, something short. Yes,
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's just that I was at Kersney for 15 years and that was my main, where I was really most successful and where the students who are now being very successful themselves, that's where, that sort of all started. It was never really the same after I went overseas, just because I had to start from scratch like I did from Kersney, but it was just, it was just a better situation. Whereas it's been very difficult getting myself started. But actually, the good news is that I applied to a school here in Dublin and I've got an interview on Tuesday and it's a part-time position. So at least it's getting me in contact with people, and from that it might bring sales so that to add to my business.
Yeah, perfect. And Bismillah, sorry, Barer, what are you going to do between now and next week, next Saturday? Barer, are you there?
I think I saw that he'd left.
Oh, okay, on the chat. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm there.
Oh, you back?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I was thinking about different things like maintaining a page from my side or do it from somebody else. But I mean, I I'm in between these two things, that how I gonna do that. First I have to make the Stripe method, use the Stripe method on my website. That's good thing. And the second thing is I would like to have, structure things that I had didn't. Make the courses with some brief details underneath that what I am going to provide during the consultation. And next thing is some of the interviews. There is a graphologist from KSA, and she's very famous in Pakistan. So I'm gonna interview her in 18th of this March.
Okay.
And rest of things are videos on my YouTube. and that's all.
Okay, perfect. And I think you could do with like a 15-minute free session with you, consultation or something that might be work. But you've already integrated Calendly and all this, so that's great, and you're able to manage your own technical stuff, which is great as well. So that's great. Okay, then let's catch up next week. And in the meantime, you'll be coordinating with Bismillah, and then let's take it from
Yeah.
there. And
Yeah.
then do that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much, and Bismillah, thank you for the time and everything you're doing. I so appreciate it. It's really, it's really forced me, Amir, thank you. It's forced me into getting this together.
No worries. And this is the point, right? Is that we can push each other to do this, right? Like even
Yes, exactly.
community. And also now you have someone who's a bit more techie working with
Yeah.
you. Like just do it. And look, the real challenge will be when we start marketing, right? So
Yes.
let's try to get everything done next week so we can start marketing it like next Saturday, maybe even like launch a campaign.
Yes.
You know, and do visit. If you see an ad, what I do is because I sell like knowledge online as well, right? So I get a lot of ads from other people selling me stuff. And so what I do is I write, when you press on the three dots, you can then save the post, or I take a screenshot and I save it on I use OneNote. And the idea is, or you use a Word document, but basically if you see competitor ads, then you can see, then you can use those for ideas for your own ads when you make them.
Yeah.
So
Because actually, I was just thinking one of the target markets is I belong to one or two websites, which is sort of like South Africans in Ireland or whatever. And maybe those marketing things will go to those sites, will come up on those sites.
yeah. I mean, let's discuss your marketing strategy next week if it's all done.
Yeah.
If we have this guy Ali on the call, I will see if I can get, or even with Bismillah, then we can launch an ad, right?
Yeah.
Or just discuss it with these guys, and I'm working with these guys daily, so like behind the scenes I know what's happening. Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Perfect.
thank you very much. I truly appreciate it.
Take care. We'll catch up next week.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. Bye-bye.